Welcome, fellow dreamers. I know I said I'd do a narration next, but this week has been kind of busy and hectic. However, I do have some exciting news and some other announcements. First, I'd like to start off by saying that our inner child Clover has split off into two separate entities, one boy and one girl. I kind of expected this to happen since me and Adama are two different souls in the same body. So naturally we would both have an inner child. Hi, Harlequin. Hi, Tilka Pie. I'm babysitting the puppies, that's why I'm not in my usual film spot. Come on. Come on. They get separation anxiety, as you saw from the puppy versus baby gate video. Or you were tearing at the baby gate. Anywho, so, yes, I'm gonna start with Adama's because mine has the most tragic backstory. We were on the fence about whether to, introduce her as normal or not, like her backstory or not, because, just of how messed up it was, but, she said it was okay. So, I'll start with Adama's. Adama was, had another split from his past life before, he had another, basically when he was stabbed back in Lemuria, his soul shattered into 4 fragments, including the one that was stuck haunting Mount Shasta. I was a result of one of those soul fragments. Another result was a raccoon by the name of Jamie. He lived a good life. His life wasn't very traumatic, but it was still cut tragically short because, unfortunate as it is, raccoons do only live for 3 years. As Stolas said, he lived a full life, but it was just cut short for tragically short, you know. So my counterpart, Anna, she was a baby born, she died tragically as an infant, but, she was born in the Victorian era, and her biological mother from that time frame, shot her dad, her, and then herself, and they were all buried in the same coffin together. It was something that I had nightmares about on the regular until I finally couldn't take the nightmares anymore and went looking. And that's basically when when Clover split up into, now, instead of a two-gendered being, into a boy and a girl separately. So now we have Anna and Jamie. Anna likes Victorian style stuff. She likes teddy bears. She likes she really likes the Sanrio stuff, just anything that invoke. Basically, what me and Adama have to do now for our inner child work is do things that appeal to both of our inner children. But she likes dolls, she likes, Sanrio stuff, even though they didn't have it back then, it's just something that appeals to her. She likes cute animals. Jamie, on the other hand, likes anything that brings him closer to nature, like, crystals and stuff like that. This also brings into him and Anna are going to be doing the inner child videos together from here on out, but, Anna's still going to have her Edgar Allan Poe deck and her Raven deck. She prefers to take the form of a raven because, just of how traumatic her death was. And, you know, Jamie prefers to communicate with, objects rather than tarot decks, so we're gonna be giving him, like, Naleon, since Naleon has her own tarot and oracle, she's going to let Jamie have the runes, and Jamie is going to use the runes and the charms to talk, the bone-throwing kit to talk. So, that's what the inner child videos will consist of. I swear, like, the next time I get the day off, I will be doing a, narration. But, you know, before I do end this video, I do have some exciting news. I want to show you what I found at the mall. Now, she cost a pretty penny, but she was worth it. It's Shinku! Haha. How awesome is that? Look at her. Now, if you've seen my last Rozen Maiden video, you know that Shinku... I don't think I even talked about who my favorite was. Shinku is my favorite. My second favorite being Kirikishu. Actually, you know what? My second favorite is Sui Seiseki. My third favorite is Kirikishu. She comes with a little teacup and a little saucer. She's so cute. But yeah, another special thing about her is I had to completely put her together. Every joint, every single fucking joint. And I had to, put her clothes on, because her clothes weren't on, her shoes. Why you whining? So yeah, her joints are a little loose. That's my only complaint. They pop out super easy. I have to be very careful with her and push her head, like, back together and push, like, her arms back in, like, her left arm here, like really likes to fall out at the elbow. Her pigtail over here likes to fall out, too. But, you know what I love most about Shinku? And no, it's not just the fact that she bears a resemblance to Adama and I with her blonde hair and blue eyes. What I love most about her is she is the true embodiment of grace. She, being a lady and being beautiful was important to her, but at the same time, even though she had good manners, she knew her worth. She knew she was important. She knew she was special. And she did not let anybody show her disrespect. That is what I strive to be as myself. You know, Dama's a different counterpart. He did ask me what I would like, though, and that's what I like. That's why I like to wear beautiful sundresses, and I like to wear floral prints. I'd like to be a lady. I'd like to be treated with respect, though, and I like that instead of being quiet and just allowing men specifically to walk all over her, she demands respect. She is like, I'm a lady and you will respect me. And that's what I like. She is the embodiment of female power. So, that's my little Shinku. They had Canaria too, but I don't really care for Canaria. I like her little violin and her tornado thing that she does, but, Canaria is more annoying than Hina Ichigo. So, I will pop back into that store frequently and, see if they have Sui Seiseki or, Sui Gentu or Kirikishu. I like Sui Gentu, too. To see if they have any of my other favorites. Now they'll probably just turn into me collecting them all, but whatever. And I also got to put together a doll, which I've been wanting to do. And to make things better, I got to put together Shinku of all dolls. But I want to show you something cool. So, I won't be doing this often, but let me prop this up. I will open up her head here. Just give me a second. Okay, gonna have to take her pigtails off for this. Sorry, Shinku. I know. That in there is a quartzite. That stone chose me the last time I went to Dancing Moon. And, hold on, let me just pop her back together. I wanted to make Shinku, I wanted to bring her to life and make her into, fill her with energy and make her into a room guardian. Just pop her pigtails back in. She's just so pretty. Put this on the right way? No, okay. But yeah, I just wanted to show you all that. She's so perfect. She's like made out of the good quality. Well, she's made out of heavy, good quality plastic too. Anyways. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say about her. I noticed they changed her color palette from green and red to green and black, and they added black frills. I think that's because she's supposed to resemble her manga counterpart. Your teacup, so cute. But yeah. Alright, I think I've, said everything I needed to say, given all the updates I needed to give. Other than the Jinx dolls that I made have been moving around the room. Or, at the very, I keep finding them in different spots. Redmayne swears he hasn't moved them, and so does Stolas and Hope, but, I don't know, they keep ending up in different areas. Maybe Aurora's moving them. Shinku's been moving around too, but I haven't seen them move, I just, keep finding them in different areas. But I got them a shelf, from Five Below. I'm gonna set that up. I don't know why there's always gonna be some jerk sitting outside begging for money. I mean, for fuck's sakes, what about me screams I'm rich to you? I'm shopping at Five Below. Anyways, another mini rant is, another asshole. I almost died yesterday because some idiot drove it, into the parking lot fast as fuck on the wrong side of the road and almost hit me head on. If I hadn't swerved onto the medium, that would have been it for us. But yeah, he must have been drunk or something. Anyways, yeah, so I swear the next video will be a narration. I just had too much to update there. But let me think. wanted to say something, I forgot what it was. I showed Mom Lacey games. She did not care for it. She did think the design of Lacey was cute when she got me the official plush, though. I want to get the J plush, but everybody bought the J plush up already. So greedy. Like, save some for me, you know? Oh, as for the violet flame that turned out not being our children, but our home. Our star within the Draco constellation that we dubbed New Lemuria. So, yeah, we are trying to work on manifesting that physically into existence, but right now it just serves as our astral sanctum. So who's your favorite Rozen Maiden? Do you have a favorite, or do you like them all? Comment below something, anything. Let's start a conversation. Be respectful, though. I have had some people just come through here to be douchey. Anyways, you know, I'm not gonna tolerate that. If Shinku's taught me anything, it's not tolerating disrespect. Only a fool calls another a fool. My camera focus. Let me think. I wanted to say something. Oh, and my aunt has finally gotten on board with my recognizing my spirit guides as angels. So that was, and stop trying to call them demons and all that shit. Like, she's starting to trying to double down on it again. And I'm like, look, I don't want to argue with you about it. And she's like, I'm not arguing, I'm just talking. I'm like, yeah, but I feel like, she started going, I don't want you to think that just because we're talking, we're arguing. That's insane. I'm like, listen, I just feel like you've been extremely pushy. And she's like, well, that's just because you don't agree. And I'm like, no, there's a difference in agreeing to disagree and actively trying to change somebody's mind. You know? And, like, getting really aggressive when they don't back down to you. So, you know, after some back and forth, she was finally like, well, I've seen angels, I've talked to angels. And I'm like, all right then. You know, some people, like, some people have personal connections with their angels and some don't. Some have angels come and go. Which I've actually met some people who have spirit guides like that, who have them come and go and don't really seem to care or seem saddened when they do leave. But, you know, being the type that my aunt is, she's never really been able to form lasting relationships with people in general. Like, not even her own family. I mean, neither have I, but there's different reasons to it. Like, for her, it's because she's so stubborn and thinks she's never wrong. And she's also not happy unless she's constantly fighting with somebody. She's also just so in her own head about how she sees the world that even if an angel did want to establish a connection with her, she would refuse because, I don't know. Like, she thinks she's too good to need angels, I guess. For me, I'm open-minded, but I just, I see the world differently, and I'll tell you why I couldn't form lasting relationships with people. It's because I speak out when I see something wrong being done. And, like, to me or to somebody else. And when I do that, usually that gets me backlash. It's actually the reason I got run off of DeviantArt. Because I exposed that somebody got bullied offline that was famous. And he didn't leave because he hated his fans. He left because he was bullied. And his bullies basically came after me next and ended up, like, someone who I thought was my friend ended up giving them my personal information, and they doxed me and used it to threaten me. Yeah. So that's, like, a lot of the reason. Like, it'll happen a lot. Like, I'll join a friend group. And this didn't happen, but it's like, this is an extreme example. But let's say I'm in a room full of people, right? And somebody kicks a puppy. And I'm like, hey, that guy just kicked puppies. Get him. Like, he's kicking puppies. Get him. Everybody's like, well, why are you making a fuss? There's nothing wrong with kicking puppies. He can kick puppies. And I just feel like I'm living on planet crazy. A lot of friendships that I had and relationships involved their friends and family being allowed to pick on me. But if I stood up for myself at all, I was the one that went too far. And, yeah, I eventually decided to just cut humans off after my last ex, because I am done tolerating this. Especially after my angels told me that I'm on their level. I'm one of them. So at this point, I view dating a human like it would be similar to dating a dog or something. So yeah, I'm not willing to date humans anymore. I'm kind of not willing to, because, like, at the very least, I keep animals as pets, but I'm just really not willing to have any human in my personal space or in my personal circle, because I feel like they're too dangerous. And so does Adama. I mean, he was literally killed by one. He was killed by a demon, but still. So, yeah, it's just me and my spiritual beings. I have two angelic husbands, so, it's not like I really don't need a human. I have, my dragon brothers, and my spirit animal is a sister. And we've got our inner children. I just, I don't need humans in my life, especially if they're going to be controlling and dominating and try to... Because something is wrong with modern men, They just... It's like they just hate women. Like they've turned on them completely, I might have to go soon. I think my parents are home, and I don't want them to name drop me on camera. But there's just an influx of incels, and it's just... like, not even just online, but in real life, and I can't... I don't want that kind of, energy in my life anymore. I don't want that kind of negativity in my life anymore. It's like if I get friends that are female, it's like, they're catty, they're talking about me behind my back. I'm just done. I'm just done with humans. I still want to help them, but from a distance. I want to put advice out there for them to take if they want to, which is the point of my YouTube channel. But, you know, I can't have them in my inner circle, and I want to try to minimize contact with them unless absolutely necessary, like for work or something. I kind of view it like giving to the Wildlife Foundation. It's like, I don't mind helping tigers and helping them rebuild habitats and all that. But, you know, it's like you wouldn't climb in a cage with a tiger. They'd kill you. To be honest, I'd actually trust a tiger before I'd trust another human, though, after what I've been through. You know, because animals, they just they act on pure instinct, but, humans have malice. They do things to purposefully hurt people. Like my ex, for example, my recent one, he got off sexually on hurting me. He was pure evil. But yeah, I just don't like. I think that, plus that was like the only time he felt anything too, was when he'd get like a rush from it. You know, he also killed a lot of small animals too. I unfortunately don't have proof, but I should have documented things. I should have filmed everything. I'm gonna get a GoPro and just start filming everything around me from now on. But the list of animals that have died around him under mysterious circumstances include, but are not limited to, 3 gerbils, 6 litters of newborn bunnies, 2 kittens, and a bat. So, yeah. Anyways, I'd really like to just not talk about that anymore. That turned dark quick. Anyways, if you liked this video, though, and you like the updates, and you like my other videos, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell, too. Check out my Rozen Maiden review if you haven't seen it. Check out my other videos. And, until next time, go visit Dragon Realm Boutique on Etsy. Special shout out to Janet for, purchasing one of Hope's oracles. That one seems to be popular. I really thought the dragon oracles would blow up. Oh well. Until next time, fellow dreamers, bye!